All right, so just a little update. I'd done a video earlier outside the courthouse. Look at this weather here in Washington, D.C. It is about 103 outside and it's pouring down rain. It's just really the most unbelievable weather conditions. I don't know if it's like this all the time in Washington, D.C., but this is insanity. It literally is pouring down rain and you can barely walk because you can't breathe because it's sweating. It's sweating so much and it's hard to breathe because of the humidity. But anyway, I had said a little while ago that the Awan plea deal, which had happened, I missed a big section of that, and I've learned since then, I guess, that George Webb and Jason Goodman and several others were there, and there was like a little confrontation going on between them, and confrontation between Jason Goodman and the marshals, and all kinds of stuff going on in an attempt to protect Awan. So, not sure of the whole story. No prosecutor came in at the last moment. Some plea deal was at least agreed to, and sentencing is supposed to be in August. It's hard to say what is really going on behind the scenes. I questioned whose spy ring is it. You know, there is historical evidence about the CIA and Pakistan ISI 111th connections, all the way back to the G.H.W. Bush days. So I think you really have to look into that and Brendan's involvement in this. There's obviously a cover-up going on. But I had said earlier I had found a case while I was researching this one where 3 convicts had brought a case against Special Counsel Mueller's team of John Does, which are all the attorneys, Peter Strzok's, Lisa Page, Andrew McCabe, specifically, and Robert Mueller. And I thought that was very odd since the special counsel just started. Why would 3 convicts inside a federal penitentiary bring a case against them? So I pulled the case, and it has to do with prisoner trust funds. Now, from what I understand, those are monies kept for prisoners while they're in custody. So I looked into each of these individuals, and I'm not going to give out the names yet, but one was convicted in a jury trial for first-degree murder, premeditated murder, one for rape, I believe, and one for burglary. And they're all in the same cell block in the same prison. And they all sued the special counsel. And their crimes were committed several years ago, so they've been in prison for several years. So it's very curious to me what is going on. Who are these guys? Why are they suing? And they also sued Jeannie Ray, too, another member of the special counsel, and Andrew Weissman. So why are convicts in a federal penitentiary who are seemingly uninvolved, or there would be no way of guessing how they are involved, names never been told before, why are they suing the special counsel all of a sudden regarding their prisoner trust funds? So I find that very interesting. So I have read at least the docket case notes and done research on their names, and I'm going to do further research on it. But there's something odd going on here, and I'm going to investigate this and figure out what the real story is. Because there's just no way, since the special counsel was just formed a year ago, or a little over a year ago, that 3 random prisoners in a federal penitentiary who have been there since at least 2013, it looks like, would come together out of the same cell block and sue the special counsel who is investigating President Trump's campaign for Russia collusion, and sue the top members of that special counsel and the John Does, and then specifically name Peter Strzok, Andrew McCabe, Jeannie Ray, Andrew Weissman, Robert Mueller. So I'm looking further into that, so stay tuned. We'll see where this little rabbit trail leads, but it's an interesting one.